Well, Alicia, we know it was personal in nature, but her office saying this was no spring break. They claim she hasn't left the state of Michigan in more than a month. Governor Whitmer's office firing back after reports of recent travel. Michigan Information and Research Service reporting the governor's latest trip was to Florida. In a statement released by her office yesterday, she's left the state 3 times in the last 6 months. Once for the inauguration, once to visit her father battling a chronic illness, and once to visit Michigan's National Guard troops in Washington. Quote, all trips were very brief, 2 full days or less, closely followed public health guidelines, and were made when Michigan's daily positivity rate was in the low single digits, the statement reads, also noting the governor's father was fully vaccinated and that the trip was not paid for by taxpayers. This was the governor speaking on Meet the Press this Sunday.
This is the time of the year that snowbirds come home from Florida, where people are going on spring break, and all of these things can contribute to spread, and that's why we're imploring people to take this seriously.
Just last week, the head of the state's health department, Elizabeth Hurdle, also criticized by Republican leaders for a reported trip to Gulf Shores earlier this month.
It's just not acceptable.
As for the governor's reported visit to her father, Michigan's GOP not wavering, holding a press conference later today, her travels at the top of their agenda. Michigan's House Appropriations Chair Thomas Elbert saying, quote, how can anyone be expected to follow such guidance when the governor and her staff doesn't follow it themselves? It's crystal clear now. If you want to enjoy your full rights and freedoms during the COVID pandemic, the key is to join the Whitmer administration. Now, one of the governor's top aides also reported to have traveled to Florida recently. Now, the Whitmer administration has been at odds over Republicans related to lockdown orders really since the pandemic started. So this is not new in terms of the backlash she's received from Republicans. Again, that GOP press conference is happening this morning at 11:30. We, of course, will be reaching out to those lawmakers as well as reaching back out to the governor's office later today. Reporting live this morning, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.